Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. So I know it's been a couple of days or a week, I don't know, whatever, life's been busy, but I'm gonna be talking about all things juicing, the benefits of juice, and how you can juice without a juicer. So yeah. Okay, so the first juice that we're gonna be talking about is celery juice. As you can see, I already have my celery prepared. Now the only thing that you're gonna need for this, I'm gonna be using my Ninja Bullet to blend it up, and then we're just gonna be using a cheesecloth. I got this one from Walmart. You are cutting your celery into pieces that are small enough to fit into your small juicer. This is specifically for people who don't have juicers, okay? So we're just gonna make sure that we're cutting the celery, and my knife is kind of dull, so you guys excuse me. But yeah, so this celery is already cleansed, so this is small enough for the blender. So we're just gonna make sure your blender is already clean, of course, and then we're just gonna put the celery in. Now this is a one ingredient recipe. I was gonna do it like an all fancy one, but the reality is that celery by itself is so nutritious for you. You don't want to even mess it up with putting anything else in it. So that means no ginger, no lemon, no black seed. Even though it seems like it would give you more benefits because it's adding extra nutrients, the reality is that celery juice by itself has to be alone in order for you to get your full benefit from the vegetable. So okay guys, so this is what we're looking for. As you can see, it's very, very soupy, right? So we got that blended down really, really good. And you see how much was in there before I started to blend it. So I'm gonna empty this into a separate container. This is not the juice yet. This is still like more of a smoothie texture. Y'all gotta excuse me, my head cut off, y'all, because I'm doing it alone. So yeah, it's a smoothie type of texture that we're looking for, and I'm gonna go ahead and blend the rest of this up. I'm gonna do a full celery. Is this? So like a full package of it. So this is this is half of that package was reduced to this. So that's why it's so important to get so much of it. And make sure that it is organic, guys. You want to use organic products as much as you possibly can, because you know we are already going through enough by not knowing what's in our food. So when you actually do know what you are buying, it's best to buy the best version of that, especially when it comes to making juices. So like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in another container, and I'm gonna blend up the rest of my celery, and then I'll be back. According to medicalmedium.com, the top 10 benefits of celery juice include, but not limited to, chronic acid reflux, fights autoimmune disease, helps restore adrenals, contains undiscovered sodium cluster salts that reverse illness, neutralizes and flushes toxins out of the liver, helps eradicate strep bacteria, kills Epstein-Barr and shingles virus, brings down toxic liver heat, powerful weapon against SIBO and bloating, repairs hyaluronic acid and liver bioproduction. So that's just a little bit of the benefits that celery juice has. It also naturally lowers and regulates blood pressure, which is one of the biggest things. And yeah, it's just like a superfood, guys. Me specifically, when I heard about celery juice for the first time, my mind instantly was like, ew, celery juice, that's disgusting, blah, 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 blah. You know, I was unfamiliar, and I did not realize how nutritious it really was for me until maybe even a year after I first discovered that it was a thing to, you know, to juice celery alone. But you know what, guys? I don't want anybody to get too caught up in the taste of it, because it's something very, I had to get too deep, but it really is something very spiritual and like therapeutic about drinking celery juice. You can actually feel the healing effect of celery juice when you are drinking it. If you've drank celery juice before and you know what I'm talking about, comment below so that other people can know what I'm saying. If we can take a shot of liquor, and you know, we hold our nose, or we'll lick salt afterwards. We got all of these remedies as to how to make liquor taste good to us, or not even taste good. It just makes us feel good. We need to be applying that same logic to when it comes to the things that are actually good for our body. So, and I'm not, you know, I'm not Mother Teresa or anything like that, where it's like I don't do anything or I don't have any vices, but I'm just saying, if we can drink liquor, if we can take a shot of tequila, we should be able to drink celery juice that's actually very nutritious and beneficial for our body. Okay, you guys. So eventually, you know, I am going to get a juicer, but I actually enjoy juicing this way, and I'm going to tell you why. It takes me 2 seconds to cleanse this blender. Literally 2 seconds. I mean, I wash it with the rag, everything, rinse it all off, and that's it. So when I had a juicer in the past, and it would take forever to break it down and cleanse it. So maybe now they're like more savvy or something, I don't know, where it's not as difficult to cleanse. But yeah, this is super simple. Once I get done with this, all I do is throw away the pulp, and then I rinse it out a few times with some natural 7th generation free and clear dish soap, and then I hang it to dry. Like, super easy, you know. And the juicer, I'll be here till tomorrow, but eventually I'm gonna get back into it. So I'm just gonna rinse this off really good. I'm gonna wash it out with, like I said, the 7th generation free and clear dish soap, and then I'll be right back. So I actually ended up cutting the cheesecloth in half. It comes with 2 in the pack, but I cut it in half because it was just too long. And then I'm gonna crisscross it over my container that I'm going to pour the juice pulp in. And I'm gonna just give it a little bit. I hope you guys can see me okay. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of leeway like that. So I crisscrossed it just for extra, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but extra something so that some pulp doesn't slip through. And it was just too much cloth the long ways anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and pour my celery juice in the middle of the crisscross. And I'm going to do a little bit at a time, you guys, because I want to make sure that I'm using all my strength to pulp it out. Okay, and as you can see, it's already starting to make the juice without me doing any work. Can you see that? See that little bit of juice that's at the bottom? No, oh no, my hand's in the way. See how hard this is to do alone? Okay, see, no effort at all. So that's the juice that we're looking for. So make sure, you know, your hands are clean and everything like that. And then we're gonna go at it. So we'll go ahead and put on some gloves because we are going to get in there. Now, some people might find this part to be weird, and they might think that it's just better for them to juice. And I'm the other way around. I actually enjoy this part. And it's super easy to clean up. So I'm going to actually show you guys how quick and easy it is for me to clean up after this as well. Alright, got my nice clean sterilized gloves on. And then I'm going to go ahead. Can you see me? Go ahead. And I'm holding the ends because I don't want it to all fall in, okay? So just a little bit. I don't do too much at once because I don't want it to ooze out the top or anything. So I'm going to go ahead and gather it all together. Gather these 2 first, and then the other 2. And then making sure that I hold it and seal it really good at the top so nothing comes out. And then we're going to go ahead and squeeze. There we go. Juice. Can you see it? Good juice. Good juice. And you guys, you don't have to just do this with celery juice. You do this with any kind of juice. But this is just so you don't have to, if you don't have the funds right now to buy a juicer, or, you know, you're not sure if you're going to be committed to it, so you don't know if you want to make that purchase, or you're just like me and just hate cleaning juicers, this is a really good alternative, guys. And you can just ring it to your heart content, get all of that. Now, don't get me wrong, I do believe that when you use a juicer, you do get extra added benefits out of the juicing, because it presses it, you know, way better than I can do with my hands. But I will say that this also works, you know. And then this is the pulp right here, as you can see. This is how it looks. It's all dried out for the most part. You can ring it if you want. And then, you know what, guys, I think this cheesecloth, so you basically get 4, because you're cutting it into 2 pieces. You're cutting each piece into 2 pieces, so you get 4 pieces of cheesecloth, and I want to say it's like $2. So I'm going to show you how the pulp looks on the inside of the cheesecloth. and what I do with it. Now, if you are into gardening, you can put this in your compost bin. But if not, I mean, you can just throw it out. Or like I like to do, I like to put it either in my compost bin or down my garbage disposal. Makes it super easy. This is how the pulp looks. And I'll show you. I just literally take this to the sink and just let it rinse out and go down the garbage disposal. So yeah, so I'm gonna do the rest of this juice, and then I'm gonna show you guys. I don't know what I'm gonna show you, but I'm gonna finish off the rest of this juice, and then I'm gonna show you guys how easy it is to clean up. That's what I'm gonna do. So let's do one more round of the, it's only a little left. So I'm gonna go ahead. It's just a little bit of pulp on there, guys. I just, for the sake of this video, I'm not gonna rinse it off this time because I don't want to dirty my hands. So I'll just put the dirtier one at the bottom and then the cleaner one at the top. Or make a little leeway right there so it doesn't just sit at the top. And we're gonna pour the rest of our celery juice on there. Get it out there real good. If I was making this for somebody else, I wouldn't do this, but since I'm making it for myself and I have gloves on, I'm just gonna go on in there, y'all. Judge your mama. I might cut this part out because y'all need to see me being weird. But yeah, that's that. That on that. Gather it up. Let's get it. Now, the one thing that I actually like about the cheesecloths that I kind of did not like about the nut bags, the nut milk bags, is that the nut milk bag has a seam on it, right? And to me, it seems like the produce can get caught in that seam and it can get all icky. So that's kind of like, that was my hesitation or reservation when it comes to the nut milk bag. I just didn't like that seam because I felt like I couldn't get in there and clean like I needed to. But with this cheesecloth, you know, it's super easy because it's just a square of fabric, you know, so you can rinse it out and wash it out really, really good and not worry about it getting caught up in that seam of the nut milk bag. So, and it's really made, the reason why it's called a nut milk bag is because it's made, it's for almond, making your own almond milk and things like that. But you can also juice with it. So this is the pulp. This is what the celery pulp looks like. So let it go down the sink. Hopefully you guys have a garbage disposal. If not, it's not as tedious as cleaning out a juicer. So if you have to clean this thing out and throw it away in the garbage, it's not gonna be the end of the world. Even if you use it and it's disposable, like it's only $2, you know. So I just put, this is the dish detergent I use, 7th generation. That on there real good. And this is really, really hot water, you guys. Really, really hot water. There it is. Go ahead and rinse and wash that off. And that's it, you guys. So about 1 stalk of celery makes about a little over 2 cups of juice, so a little bit over 16 ounces. That's awesome for what we needed. That's the right amount. And I'm gonna go ahead and drink this with a compostable straw that my mother gifted me with. It's a plant-based straw. You gotta get like me. Okay, it's lit over here. And bon appetit. super nutritious.